The scandal that broke Rome. Forget the stories of Caligula's madness and his horse consul. The true untold secret that defines the most infamous Roman emperor is not his cruelty to the Senate, but his obsessive, pathological bond with one woman, his own sister, Drusilla. This wasn't just a political affair. It was a forbidden, public love that ripped apart the moral fabric of the empire. Caligula did more than just break the law of incest. He enshrined their relationship in Roman religion, declared her his wife, and ultimately tried to make her a goddess while she was still alive. This is the scandalous truth that historians often glide past, the forgotten drama of incest and paranoia that set Rome on a path of madness. This is ruthless history, and we are revealing the untold scandal of Caligula and his sister, the scorched earth of childhood. To understand the scandal, you must first understand the trauma. Caligula, Gaius Julius Caesar Germanicus, and his three sisters, Agrippina the Younger, Livilla, and Drusilla, shared a childhood defined by relentless political terror. Their father, the war hero Germanicus, was likely murdered by political rivals. Their mother, Agrippina the Elder, and their brothers were systematically starved, exiled, and killed by the Emperor Tiberius. Only Caligula and his three sisters survived. This shared, brutal trauma forged an unbreakable, incestuous bond between the siblings. They slept together and trusted no one else in a world where betrayal meant death. But of the three, Drusilla, the beautiful, intelligent sister, was his confidant, his mirror, and his absolute obsession. The return of the God King. When Caligula finally ascended the throne in 37 AD, the people rejoiced. But his first acts were not political reform. They were personal declarations of obsession. His marriage to his first wife, Julia, was an inconvenient sham. He promptly divorced her, and his eyes immediately turned to Drusilla, who was married to a prominent Roman senator. Caligula forced the senator to divorce Drusilla, effectively taking his sister as his own public mistress. This was unprecedented. Incest among siblings was considered a profound violation of Roman law and morality. But Caligula did not care. He elevated Drusilla above his two other sisters, treating her with royal honors never before bestowed on a woman. He gave her his mother's inheritance, and more shockingly, he treated her as his lawful wife in all but name. He carried out his political life with Drusilla constantly at his side, a co-ruler in all but official title. The deification, the apex of madness. The scandal peaked with Caligula's growing belief in his own divinity. He ordered temples built to himself, yet he placed Drusilla on the same altar. He did two things that cemented this scandal forever. The divine will. Caligula named Drusilla the heir to his throne, an unheard-of legal maneuver in Roman history. He was essentially declaring that if he died, Rome would be ruled by his sister, bypassing every qualified male relative. The public cult. When Drusilla died suddenly in 38 AD, Caligula was paralyzed by grief. His response was utter madness. He declared a period of public mourning that was so severe any senator seen laughing or bathing was executed. He then commanded that Drusilla be deified, worshipped as a goddess by the name of Diva Drusilla. This was the forbidden love cemented in religious law. Drusilla was now officially Panthea, all-goddess, and her image was placed in every temple. The forbidden romance was now a state religion. The fallout and the legacy Caligula's grief and his subsequent political actions became increasingly erratic. The death of Drusilla seemingly removed the only anchor he had to reality. His cruelty escalated, his paranoia intensified, and he began treating his two remaining sisters, Agrippina and Livilla, as enemies rather than companions. He exiled his remaining sisters, accusing them of conspiracy. This obsession, this forbidden romance, ultimately played a key role in his own demise. His actions were so offensive to the Senate and the Roman elite, not because he was cruel, but because he was sacrilegious and unstable, that it hastened the conspiracy that finally assassinated him in 41 AD. The untold truth is that Drusilla was not just a mistress or a sister. She was the human obsession that mirrored Caligula's growing delusion of godhood. The scandal was less about sex and more about power, isolation, and the terrifying belief that he, as a living god, could rewrite the very laws of nature and morality. The story of Caligula and Drusilla is a chilling reminder that sometimes the greatest political upheavals are fueled by the most forbidden, personal desires. If you found this untold Roman scandal shocking, please hit the like button. What other forbidden Roman secrets do you want us to uncover? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to click on the video on your screen now to see our deep dive into the brutal Roman punishment they banned, the truth about Poena Culli. Subscribe to Ruthless History for more untainted, unfiltered historical truth.